What it do? What it don't do? Your boys are back. But before we get into business, there's a couple of things I want to address. Um, First of all, we want to send our condolences to the Nagano family. Unfortunately, they had a passing of his 18-month-old child, and I cannot fathom or imagine what you guys are going through. But man, we send our love to y'all family, man, and I hope you guys are in better spirits, even though easier said than done in those kind of circumstances. Also, want to give a RIP to somebody that I just lost recently. My little niece, Violet. She's not blood related, but I mean, I've known her uncle for 29 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've known him all my life. You know what I mean? I used to pick her up from school, her sister, her cousins. Like, we're all very everybody in my circle I consider, even though they might not be technically blood, they are blood in my eyes, you know what I'm saying? So just sucks, man. She was only 16 years old. I've posted her GoFundMe on here a few times. Like, unfortunately, she didn't make it, and it's just sad, man. And the last thing I'm going to address before we get to business is for all you fucking stupid, no soul having motherfuckers on MMA Twitter who are interaction farming by mocking shit like this, like making fun of the passing of people's children, making fun of children with disabilities and shit. And y'all already know who the fuck I'm talking about. Like, I'm not trying to give them too much fucking attention because they already get enough of that shit. But man, y'all gotta stop engaging with that shit, bro. Like, that shit is the lowest of lowest hanging fruit. That shit ain't cool. Like, you can go back to like you can go to Comedy Central roast, and they go hard as fuck in those roasts, bro. They go hard as fuck. There's very few things on those roasts that are like not touchable, but even they're not gonna go there when it comes to the kids, bro. There's a lot of ways you can interaction farm, man. You can make a shitty ass, stupid take like Forrest Griffin beats Anderson Silva 9 out of 10 times in a rematch to get the kind of interactions you want. But the fact that y'all go there to get your interactions, like, just says a lot about y'all as people, man. And y'all honestly can all go fuck yourselves. But
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah,
but
very well.
anyway, but
No, I
anyway,
mean, it's just that demographic of people. Uh, just you have no character. You know, if you're willing to say that kind of foul shit, that's what sucks with this sport is people that are super into it. They like to live vicariously through fighters and fighters' egos and accounts and shit. Like they're actual tough guys when really they're just pampered prissy pussy bitches that are just sitting behind their phones talking shit to people that are out here, living their life and shit. It's really sad. I don't give them no attention. Well, that's why all these problematic accounts I've had them muted for years. And then when I see some shit pop off, I'm like, oh, it's the nigga that I deemed an issue from the get go, the
I've been
fatherless.
talking, I've been talking shit about them, but I've been talking shit about them without like bringing light to those specific tweets.
Of
Like
course,
instead of like quoting their tweets, I'll just
exactly.
like talk shit about that specific person. You
Which
know what
is,
I mean?
you're not giving them no promotion for that. At least
Yeah,
that's bad
like the other
behavior.
day I said like, man, Usman's hair or Marty's hairline is a piece of shit or something like that, but I didn't like quote the tweet because I didn't want more eyes on the actual tweet because that shit is just it's fucking deplorable, bro. It's deplorable, bro. And I dead ass really hope one of these fucking fighters catch you lacking, or one of these fucking fighters super fans catch you fucking lacking, because niggas know what y'all fucking look like, bro. Like, I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
hope somebody fucking catches you in the fucking street and gives you the fucking ass whooping that your fucking father's neglected to give you. Like, dead ass,
Very well.
because motherfuckers like y'all deserve your ass whoop. Point blank, period. And I don't even want to bring any more attention to them. So move. I just had to get that out of the way because like it's been like disgusting on Twitter, bro. I mean, all that's on Twitter right now is fucking Drake and Kendrick. We'll get to that later, but let's
Yeah,
get to
just
this.
karma, what goes, whatever energy you put out comes around. I met somebody that was like a notorious scumbag on the internet. I met him in person. Motherfucker's life was a wreck, bro. Like, these niggas that are doing this shit, they probably got a lot of bullshit going on. I don't know. They probably fucked up. They'd have to be. Whatever energy you give out comes back, man. That's what I learned. I guess some niggas will find out eventually.
But does being a negative piece of shit make your life any better?
I mean, they're still morons, bro. Like that's
It's
still part.
causing. I mean, I get
You know.
everybody goes through shit, bro. Nobody is immune to the trials and tribulations of life. But
Mm-hmm.
what really, what
Karma.
really, what really shows who you are as a person and your character is how you treat others, even when you're going through shit. You feel me? Like,
See, hold on. I'm about to give a shout out real quick. I took a little retail job because I got laid off. I ain't never done no shit like that, and yeah, this is the kind of shit you need to be seeing. I got me a little. This lady wrote me a little love letter. Come on, man. That's how you know you're doing the right thing.
read it, bro, because it's kind of hard to see through the screen. Just read it to me.
It says, "Always be proud of who you are. You exude kindness and respect, and continue to be the life. Wait, continue to be the time. What does it say? It's got like fancy old lady writing. Continue being the fine young man that you are, and blessings will come your way. You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of energy you need to be putting out.
See, like everybody was trying to, not everybody, like a couple people were trying to. I remember I posted the video recently on my Twitter about that dude fucking all up in my face, and I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
y'all have no idea how hard it is to be professional in those situations. That fool was N word. That fool was calling me the N word, hard R,
that
like
motherfucker that's shaking his
all
head.
kinds of madness. And yeah, the dude that was going all D'Lo Brown and shit. And see now I gotta get into this story because it was just too much to type on Twitter like in detail about like what happened and like how it all started like in the first place. Like so my roommate's homie pulls into the parking lot, right? I'm outside having a smoke break. My roommate's homie pulls in. He's like, "Hey, what's up, G?" I was like, "Hey, what's up? How you doing?" I was like, "He's all good. How are you?" I was like, "Man, they working me like a dog because shit, I had only been there like 40 minutes and it was like we have hella fucking promos right now, so like it's been busy as fuck." So I was just like, "Man, they're working me like a dog in there, ha ha ha," and I did a little laugh or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the dude that's in the video on Twitter, he was like,
Like, nigga, what?
so I looked right at him and I was like, "Bro, are you trying to be fucking funny?" And he looked at me and he was like, "Are you trying to be fucking funny?" I was like,
Like, dude, do you
"Motherfucker."
want to have
I was like, "Motherfucker, I wasn't even talking to you, bro."
simple?
So I go inside. I ring up my my roommate told me or whatever. I ring him up, and then after that, I go outside and I tell him, I was like, "Hey, bro, you gotta fucking bounce." I was like, "You over here fucking
Tweaking.
starting shit for absolutely no goddamn reason, and I ain't got no time for that shit, bro. I deal with enough dumb shit." I was like, "So you just need to get the fuck out of here, bro." So I go back in the store. This nigga follows me in the store, and he's like, "You fucking get me out. You fucking get me out. N word. Get me out. This. Get me out. That." And I was like, "Bro, I'm just gonna call the cops, honestly, because I can't do anything. I'm not losing my
Legally.
job. I'm not losing my fucking job over
Mm-hmm.
you." Like, so I picked up my phone to call the cops. And when I picked up my phone to call the cops, this motherfucker starts going, "Oh, you a rat. You a rat. You're a fucking snitch. You're a fucking snitch. You know what happens to snitches out here? Snitches get executed out here," type shit, like saying shit like that. So being where I'm from, and I'm not even the type of nigga to really call cops like that. You know what I'm saying? Like cops is a last resort, but this is a whole different situation. I'm at work. It's beyond my control. Like if I do anything, I'm gonna get fired, and I'm not fumbling the bag over nobody. So that was the only reason I was gonna call the cops. But once he said that, it like triggered the fucking Bay Area in me or something, whatever. So when he said that, I fucking hung up the phone. The cops even ended up calling back. I didn't answer. I just
Mm-hmm.
put the phone in my pocket. I was like, you know what? Fuck the police. Fuck all this shit. I was like, you know, I'm not gonna do anything because I'm at work. I was like, if, like I've told 100 motherfuckers at this point at this job. I was like, if it's really a problem, you can come back when I'm off and see
I
what the
say
fuck happens.
we walk behind where the cameras ain't.
I was
Fuck
like,
that, bro.
I was like, you can. I was like, bro. I was like, you can come back when I'm off and see what the fuck happens. But
Especially
he
that dude in that
continued.
video.
He continued. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I'm talking about the
I would
same
have had to
dude. But
put
yeah,
hands on that
bro, it was very very hard not to. He kept saying he kept saying he was gonna reach over the counter, and I was like, bro, by all
guy.
means, please
Grab
do.
your motherfucking arm.
No, I was like, please do. I was like, please do. Like seriously, please do. Because if you swing at me, you swing at me like
That is self
that.
defense.
All that getting fired out, all that getting fired shit goes out the fucking
As
door.
long as you don't hit him when he hits the ground, you're good.
Exactly, like
You can
straight
stick
up,
him.
like I straight up told my boss, like when I first started working here and I was having these kind of interactions with people, I told my boss, I was like, if
I will defend myself.
somebody swings first, like I have every right to defend myself. And her exact words were, I would never expect you not to defend yourself if somebody swings first. If somebody
Stop
swings
hitting
first,
me.
you are well within your right to fight back at that point.
Stop. I'm on the clock. I
So
can't fight back.
I've tried to provoke many a niggas to fucking swing first. Because then I
The
know
camera,
because then I know I got the green light. So you
camera
want to
don't got
swing first,
audio.
nigga, it's good. It sure don't. So
Hey, camera don't got audio.
it sure the
You
fuck
don't
don't.
nigga, I'll knock your ass out.
It
Just put
sure
your
the
hand
fuck no, bro. I straight up said, bro, I dare you to fucking come over this counter. I dare you.
up.
I fucking
Triple
dare you.
draw.
Like
I'll be done stuck your ass
you would
3
make my
times before
fuck
you get over.
you would make my motherfucking night if you did that, bro.
Mhm.
Because then I got the go ahead. Right
That'd
now
be
I
my
don't
week.
have the right now I'm on red. You cross that line, nigga, that shit turns into a green light, bro. And it's on and popping, you feel me? Like
Either that, I would have started shadow boxing on the other side. I bet you won't come over here, nigga. I bet you won't. I'd
but
be
you know, bro, I done had like when I showed all the customers a picture of this dude, bro, they all got mad instantly. All gave me their phone numbers and was like, if this fool comes back, call me and I will be here in 2 minutes.
I mean, he just looks like some ain't shit ass tweaker. Diamond
Pretty
dozen loser.
much. Yeah, nobody fucks with him. Nobody fucks with him.
I'm
But
sure. He probably robbed them.
but then this goes back to why I even brought this shit up is like I had a couple people like trying to tell me, oh man, he's going through a lot right now. You know what I'm saying? He just got fired from his job and
Who him?
he's trying to get custody of his shit, kids and shit like that.
So
And
this
I'm
is
like,
how you
okay,
do it.
how does acting like that get him his kids back? How does drinking on the job show that he's trying to do better for himself? Because apparently this nigga got fired for drinking beers in the cooler and shit.
Bum.
Like, nigga, you think I'm supposed to feel sorry for somebody like that?
No, not if he gets racial. Like, there's no excuse for that shit. That's
Like,
just some
bro,
shit you've been harboring for a
like
while.
that motherfucker showing me like they had every right to take his motherfucking kids away.
Exactly. No, you're
Like,
right. Simple as that.
but we getting off topic as we tend to do. But people
Hey,
love this.
not too bad.
People love this side shit, man. So I'm not even tripping. But back to business. Back to business. Let's get to this BKFC real quick. Man, I'm
Oh,
starting to
oh,
love this shit, bro.
me
I was
too.
kind of against it at first, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought it was kind of a little too brutal and a little too, but you know, I like it, man. I like
I've
it.
been
I
watching
fucks with it. I fucks
I
with it,
watch
bro.
every card now.
It's nice to see a lot of these guys that you know stayed a little past their prime in MMA, like going to here
They
and
still
actually
got it.
doing
Yeah.
something and shit. Yeah. Um. For apparently, like Julian Lane is apparently this was his calling too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that weren't doing good in MMA that BKFC like definitely suits a hundred times more. You know what I mean? And then there's a couple of dudes that you just like, man, you should probably just stop fighting altogether, like Jeremy Riggs and shit.
What happened to what's his name? The guy that Frank Mir knocked out way back in the day? Todd Duffy. Did you see that shit?
Oh yeah, I saw that shit, bro. Dude, that fool has no chin, bro. Like that shit is don't even exist.
I don't know how that he said his like shoulder dislocated or something.
Yeah, I don't even know. More like his chin dislocated.
Yeah, I was like, I
Um,
dislocate my shoulder every week. That shit did not. I don't know.
Nah,
Maybe that man was
they're still.
just
I'm looking at the official website, and they're calling it
It's
for.
pathetic.
They're calling it a TKO for Ben Rothwell, and
Big Ben.
rightfully so.
He's challenging. He's gonna try to get the heavyweight strap. I think he can get it.
Probably, man. Probably. Like, I
Shout out Big
mean,
Ben.
I like to give anybody the benefit of the doubt who was knocking people out with gloves on,
I've always been a fan of
that they
his,
can
man.
knock people out like without them, especially.
I remember
I
when
was
he beat Overeem, and motherfucker said, and then started jigging. Respect
nah
him, bro.
Raffle's a dog, man. He's kind of cringy on the mic sometimes, but he's a
He did
dog.
that.
The that evil
He's a
laugh he did.
thing.
But
I respect him.
yeah, I was surprised to see Lorenzo Hunt lose.
Oh, that was a yeah.
But
He
I
was
feel
like,
like
I mean, he was kind of getting tagged, but he felt weird, dislocated shit.
he'll be back. He's
The
probably
old
gonna get
boy
a
was
rematch.
catching him.
He's probably gonna get a rematch.
The dude was catching him.
And the Mike Perry Alves fight, man. See, man, like I said, like I didn't know what kind of Thiago Alves would show up for this fight. I'm like, if he's like that dog Thiago Alves from back in the day in MMA, like, I mean, I was still intrigued by the fight regardless, but like the shot that Perry hit him with didn't even look like it was that like super devastating.
I guess you getting hit by a
But
brick fist, you know, in the
yeah,
sweet spot.
yeah,
Even
yeah.
there.
Maybe you just fall different when you get hit by that guy, man. But
Yeah, I mean
all
that's
I can
just
really say about that is like Mike Perry was born for that shit, bro. He was born for that shit.
he's
He
just the
was,
scrappiest dude on the block, bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was truly born for that shit. I don't really know why he wants to fight fucking Darren Till.
Man,
I don't see what
imagine,
that. I don't see. I just think he just really just dislikes the motherfucker. But I
man,
don't
I
really see
couldn't.
what that does for you and your point and where you are in BKFC, like, and where Darren Till was at prior to not fighting in the UFC anymore or whatever the fuck. Is he still in the UFC? I don't even know.
Who, Darren? Fuck no.
Yeah, no, he got cut, right? Yeah,
I wish I lived in the universe where Kimbo Slice found Mike Perry instead.
man, I wish BKFC was around when Kimbo was still here, bro. He'd
He
be
would have
the
been the
heavy.
poster
He'd be
boy.
the heavyweight champion.
He would be the logo. Damn, he would be their Jon Jones.
Nah, seriously, man, that's something I think about often when I watch BKFC. I think about how well Kimbo would have thrived in that shit, man, and it's unfortunate that he didn't get the opportunity, man.
Yeah, I grew up watching those street videos,
That
man.
man was born to fight, but the type of fighting he was trying to transition to doesn't translate. It just doesn't translate.
I mean, shit,
he's a street fighter, man, and it's basically what BKFC is like.
he even did
Sanctioned
pretty
street
good in
fighting.
MMA for a little bit too.
I mean, he did good in boxing. Like when he stopped doing MMA and went to
Mhm.
boxing, like he went on a nice little run there, man. But just too late at that point. You know what I'm saying?
I know his son fights. I don't think he's at like no super high caliber yet, but his son fights.
Yeah. But he would have dominated. He would have
So
dominated
the goat.
BKFC. All right, let's get to this 301 card. Um, let's see.
What from Bishop?
Alessandro Costa knocked out Kevin Borjas. Bonfim, I was surprised he was on the early prelims, but they just wanted to probably get the Rio crowd pumped. I thought he was going to finish Vince Michelle. I was very surprised that fight went to a decision. Vince Michelle's kind of and the Bonfim brothers are kind of rising up. I don't know. I expected to finish in that fight. He still cleared his betting line for me though, so he's good in my book.
Fair play.
Diane Barbosa beat Ernesta Caracate. I hope I said that right. I probably didn't. Uh, Mauricio Ruffy knocked out Jamie Malarkey.
That was brutal.
Actually, Yeah, it was. I actually had Malarkey winning that fight too. I was
Yeah,
surprised.
Marky's a dog, but that was fucking brutal.
Yeah, that
He got
was that
cracked.
was. Whoo! Yeah, he got fucked up. Jakar Close beat Joaquim Silva. Oralby beat Brenner by decision.
Hey, man.
Lucindo beat Carolina Kowalkiewicz by decision. That's a big win for her.
Yeah. Cool,
Uh,
David. She just kind of like,
Brito, Henderson Brito beat Jack Shore. Man,
the
my man
shin
Alex was
buster.
hyping up Jack Shore before he came into the
No, Jack
UFC.
was good, but that shin shit was tough.
Yeah,
Mark
it
Hunter.
was pretty brutal.
Yeah, Jack Shore's pretty good. It's just unfortunate stoppage.
Barajo knocked out Paul Craig.
Paul Craig.
Paul
Paul.
Craig is, yeah, he
He
hit
just
that.
got no
He's on
striking.
that. Yeah, he's on that slope, bro.
Uh what's the dude's name? The guy that beat him? What's his name?
Barajo,
Bravo. Something like that.
Kyle Barajo.
That guy's post fight speech was kinda hard. He
No, it
said, I'm a
was.
nerd, I do my homework. Dude, I respect that guy, man. Fighting nerds, man. Shout out. Those guys are dope.
Padilla continues. Like I said, Padilla is the best base for MMA. Apparently, having the last
You
name
think I
Padilla.
need to stop doing these goofy ass flips.
Bro,
Face and shit.
bro,
You can't do that. Stop flipping. Give him some
that's
Adderall before he fights next time or
and
something.
see, I was just starting to like really give him his props because he stopped doing all that shit. Like
He said, just give me.
he's not even doing it in his walkouts anymore. Like
No,
he's not
bullshit.
wasting all that extra energy doing that
You
dumb
saw that
shit,
last
bro. And I'm
fight?
like I don't understand. Like I wish I could talk to that man and be like, as a fan, bro, like you don't have to do that shit to get people to fucking want to watch you fight. Like all you got to do is keep doing what you've been doing, and that's running through dudes. And you're not doing that shit without all the theatrics. Like he literally almost cost himself a win because he backflipped on his head, and everybody was questioning whether it was fucking an illegal strike or not. And I was like, there was no need for that backflip, bro. No need
So
for it. Like
unnecessary.
you want to give somebody a show, just keep putting people out the way you're putting people out.
Like, do something else, man.
Your
Do like
win
a
streak, your win streak speaks for itself. Like you're finishing everybody. That speaks for itself, bro. You ain't got to do all that Power
do like
Ranger
an
dumb
axe
shit,
kick to the
bro. Like
body or something.
it's stupid. It's stupid unnecessary, bro. Your striking's hella good. You've got some of the nastiest body kicks I've ever seen a fighter have. Like there's plenty of things to like about you, bro, to where you don't have to do all that goofy shit, bro. Maybe you felt like when he first got into the UFC it was necessary because that's what made him stand out before, but bro, you ain't got to do that shit, bro. You
You're
ain't got to
here
do
now,
that shit, bro. Do all that shit after the fight. Like you want to have like a crazy breakdance fucking sequence after the fight and it's over and you want to do a crazy hella elaborate hella extra backflip breakdance capoeira shit like after the fight, like after you had already won, like do that, bro. Like you everybody's still getting all the backflips but you don't have to risk losing the fight because of it, bro. Like you don't it's just unnecessary, and I just really wish he would stop, bro. I just really wish he would stop, honestly.
they was really
Honestly.
trying to like debate on taking that fucking win away.
No, they were, and like even the commentary team was like, "Bro, he's celebrating pretty hard over there, and
For them looking
they're over here having a long ass discussion about this shit. Like, I don't know, should we give him the dub? Should we not give him the dub? Type shit. It's like you're on like a 6 fight win streak, and that could have been jeopardized over a
from
backflip.
violence.
That was 100% unnecessary. It's just like unnecessary risk. And it's like you gas yourself. I mean, obviously he wasn't going to gas himself out because he knew dude was done. But there have been plenty of times where he's done that shit in fights and has gassed himself out because of it. Like you know what I'm saying? It's just like I don't know, man. Think about it's not. It's just unnecessary. At the end of the day, it's unnecessary. Anthony Smith, fucking jumped the gi and got it. Like that dude Petrino had zero fucking awareness whatsoever. Like
Yeah, he's
he was
just
tagging Smith. He was tagging Smith, but I also felt like he was just loading up a little too much, and then he He just gave him his head, bro. He just gave him his head.
Gotta give Smith respect for that. He said he's undefeated. He got no reason to question himself.
Nah, veteran move, knowing where to
It's
be
tough.
in the right space. I mean, he gave him his head. He took it. That's all I can really say about that fight. Like he gave him his head and he took it. He gave him that shit, bro. Like he gave him that. Like DC called it out before he even put it on. He was like, bro, he needs to get his head out of there. And like it's the second he said that shit, bro, like he jumped on that shit. Like it was a give me for Smith, and I ain't even mad at him. Every
Hmm.
time I think Smith is gonna lose, he fucking wins. Anytime I think
What
Smith is gonna win, he fucking loses. Like it never fails with Anthony Smith for me.
what
Never.
what are the odds that he fights Alex Pereira? Because Pereira is getting real salty with the shit talking. What do they do? Like
Yeah.
I want to see them fight.
Um, it would be a very undeserved title shot for Anthony Smith. But
Maybe that would just be like
but
his.
you know how the game goes now. Like if there's enough trash talk and social media attention behind it, bro, they'll make any fight, bro. They'll make any fight. They'll make any fight.
Hmm.
Um, Jose Aldo, Jonathan Martinez, bro.
Yeah.
Aldo looks fucking great in that fight.
Yeah. Like crazy good. Those
Like
body
he
structure
looks like he has plenty of fucking fight left, bro.
and the takedown he got. Like he could do it all.
I wish he wouldn't have did that, but
Yeah. I mean, he just.
I felt like he could have. I feel like he could have put him out. I
Yeah. It
honestly
was
felt
like
like he
right.
could have put him out at that point in the fight when he shot that
Definitely.
takedown. That boy was on
Even
wobbly
the
legs.
commentary was like, that was a very merciful takedown.
Yeah, like honestly, like a lot of people said, like he was just taking it, trying to. I mean, it had to have been, bro. It had to have been because there's no way he didn't know that that fool was rocked. Like Aldo looked hella good in that fight, bro. Jonathan Martinez is no
No joke.
slouch. Nah,
Yeah.
he's a dog. He's a dog, bro. And Aldo made that look pretty easy. And he didn't look like he missed a beat, man. I
No,
would
he
like to
was
see. I
pretty
would like
good.
to see Aldo. It's when fighters come back and are just taking consecutive losses when I'm just like, bro, hang it up. But if I see an
Oh, it was
example like
good, bro.
Jose Aldo and I'm like, bro,
Mhm.
I would like to see him back. And I think the way it seemed like he's going to be back.
So
Probably
you
wanted
see
to test himself against a young up and comer
exactly.
like that. And after that performance, he's like, yeah, I can still do this. And I'd
You
like
see
to
him
see him
come out
back,
with a crown?
honestly. Oh yeah, the King of Rio, baby.
Yeah,
Put some
bro. He
respect
got his
on this
crown
motherfucking
on
name.
now. Woohoo!
Put some respect on his name. But
All
I would
the
like to see Aldo back. I don't really know who I'd like to see him go against. But I mean, that was a statement right there, bro. Because again, Martinez is no fucking joke, bro. And Aldo made that shit look easy. And I know some people might be like, "Oh, Martinez was starstruck or whatever. That's his idol." Man, you got to put all that shit aside, bro.
say
They
that
said
if
the
you
same. They
want.
said the same shit about Izzy when he fought Anderson Silva. But I'm like, bro, if you signed the dotted line to fight that man, you better fight that man.
You're still fighting for your life. You know what I mean? Even if he's your idol, he's hitting you in the face, bro. Like,
Yeah,
there's
that's
no
what
way.
I'm saying. It's like, how much can you really idolize a guy that's punching you over and over?
Yeah, that
Like
shit's
I don't
ridiculous.
care how much I idolize somebody. If I'm getting hit in the face by this dude, I'm not really gonna idolize him. Like, I'm gonna hit you back. You know what I'm saying? Pantoja and Urseg. I'm not gonna lie, I had to go back and watch this fight because I didn't watch it live. Like Aldo was my main event for me. I went back to doing whatever the hell I was doing, but I did go back and watch it the next day, and I can see why some people had it for Urseg. And I don't know. Do you think it was as controversial as people are making it out to be? I mean,
No.
49-46 is crazy. Forty nine
Yeah,
forty six is crazy.
there's always one judge that's just smoking dick. Like there's one of them that's just an outlier every time. But I thought it was close, but Pantoja won. He just, I mean, uh, what's the other dude's name? Fucking Ursig. He had moments in between every round, but the Pantoja's ability to keep him down on the ground and to you know add up time like that, he won a clear decision to me. But that elbow that split him open, that Pantoja got split open with, I thought it was way worse than it was. The way that boy kept holding it, I was like, oh fuck, how bad is it? They're like, oh, it's a scratch. We're good. And I was like, oh, so Ursig has no momentum anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty obvious. Pantoja won to me. Close decision, or like not a landslide, but he was clearly slightly ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. And
More
and you gotta like definitively beat a champion. So you know what I mean. I'm not even mad
That's
about
your
it,
Mighty
man.
Mouse, the
All
Hudo
right.
Mighty Mouse.
All right. We got some Twitter questions. Got a couple Twitter questions to answer. So we gonna get to that. Um, let's see. First question is from the boy Michael Scott at Illicence83. He said, "Does Roundtree smash Hill too easy?" Now, see, I know, I think, I believe you think that Jamal Hill is going to win this fight. I
I
personally think
think
it's
he'll
too
win.
soon. I think it's personally too soon. And I kind of think Roundtree's getting kind of slept on this fight. Like, Roundtree's on a nice little win streak. And I think it's kind of soon. I think it's kind of too soon. I know some fighters like to get in there quick after getting slept to try to prove a point. And I don't know, man. I'm not counting Khalil out on this one at all. Khalil's got some nasty fucking leg kicks, and he's got power, man. I actually like Khalil. I like Roundtree in this one. Everybody thinks I'm bugging, but
I think Jamal could catch him with the range.
to answer his question, I definitely don't think Khalil smashes Hill too easy, but I do have Khalil Roundtree winning that fight for sure.
I kind of feel like Jamal smokes him. I don't know why. I think that he catches him.
Time will tell, my friend. Time will tell. Anyway, thank you, brother, for the question. Next question is Brian Jones at bjones41527. And his question is, do you think the UFC should have just stayed with the same gloves? Honestly, I think it's too soon to tell. It's only been like, what, 3 events with these gloves? They've been using the same gloves for years and years and years and years and years. And the event they debuted the gloves, there was a couple eye pokes in that event. So I mean, it didn't help in that sense just yet. But I also feel like it's too soon to tell. I mean, could it possibly reduce eye pokes? Like it's just too soon to tell, in my opinion. How do you feel?
What the fuck did they even do? They made him like thicker or some shit. Because the only
Yeah,
thing,
honestly, like that's another thing. Like I don't even really understand what the modifications to the gloves were.
no, I think what they should have worried about. I mean, maybe the fighters would be more thankful that it's
Let
a
me try
little
to look
thicker.
it up real quick. Let me try to look it up real quick.
But what they should have done is curve the fucking fingers. Because even if you fix the gloves, motherfucker, you had how many eye pokes in the first event that you introduced them? Like it didn't fix one of the major issues, which is eye pokes. Because you don't want to get the gloves that kind of curve your fingers.
Let's see.
That's
UFC
trademark.
announces transformative redesign of the glove. Offers
Oh, it's like you can't put your
it
fingers
offers
through it,
athletes enhanced protection, improved fit, greater comfort, and maximum flexibility.
and they can't like grab it inside your glove.
Enhanced protection. What do they mean by enhanced protection, though? Like
Probably.
what about these gloves makes the protection enhanced? Is what I want to know. Like, because these look like the same goddamn gloves to me. Like, we have been working on these gloves over the past few years with the best designers, engineers, blah 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 blah. This redesign will truly be a game changer for the entire sport of MMA. These gloves will feel lighter, fit fighters' hands better, prevent injuries. But there were eye pokes the day that they had them, though, so I'm not understanding. Okay, these are the actual details right here. New wristband locking system better fits to the wrist, removing any space that prevents an opponent from grabbing the glove. Okay. Lack of seams, minimize abrasions and cuts. All seams are now on the palm side of the hand, just below the fingers. Okay.
That's good.
Innovative padding makes it easier for fighters to keep their fingers in a neutral position and minimize eye pokes. Okay, well, it's not like they're trying to say that it completely reduces it, but they're saying that it's going to minimize it. And again, it's too soon to tell. There's been too little events to really. I can't remember if there were any eye pokes in the last event, but I mean, if it minimizes that shit, I'm all for it. Removal of finger binding reduces bulk and minimizes seams that may cause abrasions and cuts. Okay.
That's
Padding
good because
added
it's
to
also used to cut people up.
nah, for sure, 100%. Padding added to the sides of the glove at the index and pinky fingers to prevent. We're trying to read this shit too fast. To protect vulnerable bone structure. Okay, like so from what I'm reading and all these details about the construction features, I mean, they definitely seem like they are for the betterment of the fighters. So I mean, again, man, to really answer your question, bro, too soon to tell. Too soon to tell. Like we gotta give it like at least 10 events, and then really like calculate the eye pokes and really see if it's reducing it.
Well, hopefully it reduces fighters breaking their hands. That's
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
the main takeaway.
as long as
But
it
I
just as
believe
long
the
as it
same
just helps us, I'm all about the betterment of the sport in any way. So
way.
yeah, we just gotta give them some more time, man. As far as the gloves are concerned, to see like I mean, it would also really be nice to get an actual fighter's perspective on the gloves because
Yeah, that's
nobody can tell you better than the people actually wearing them. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to work out some interviews. We got some interviews in the work, like the boy MMA Alien, the man who's notorious for all these UFC diss tracks, has verbally agreed to come on the podcast, and I would absolutely love that
he's a legend.
because I fucks with his diss tracks. I fucks with his
Yeah,
diss
he
tracks.
be he be actually spitting some fucking heat.
Nah,
I
he be
mean,
spitting some either, bro, and he be cooking. Apparently, the MMA alien who there's two different MMA aliens
they're
on
both cool.
UFC Twitter. They're both dope as fuck, but apparently they don't
Mhm.
fuck with each other.
Interesting. Yeah, I can
I've heard
understand
from the grapevine, which is funny because one designed our logo and one I'd honestly love to get y'all both on the podcast on the same day and see if we can squash the extraterrestrial beef. You feel me?
it. Can
Because
do it, man. Yeah,
I
I
feel-
get.
I believe I believe we are 100% capable of doing that.
If they're both aliens, they both repping the same. You know what I mean? They don't.
You know what I'm
One of them wants
saying?
to be alien. You can't. I get. I understand the beef. That's
Same
all I'm
tribe,
saying.
same tribe, man. We can squash it though. We can
That's
squash
fair
it.
too.
But next question is from Sammy at Samson559. He said, "Who you got if Islam has to fight Armin?" I
Islam.
can't root against Islam. I just can't. He's he gets better every time he fights. Like until somebody gives me a reason to doubt him, I can't doubt him. So that's a pretty open and shut question for me. And
Yeah, 100%.
apparently, it goes double for Steezy. It seems. And it says, "What do you think of Islam ducking the division for a double champ fight no one wants?"
Who would he fight in the division? Like
I
who?
don't know if he's talking about Islam fighting.
Volk or nah? Because he's not going up.
Nah, I think he's got to be talking about Tuporia.
Oh, yeah, Taporia. I mean, he. That's. I don't know, man.
But nobody wants to see Tuporia fight anybody but Max Holloway at this point
I
in time.
agree. I agree.
So how I feel about that? Nah, Islam should fight Armin. Honestly, that's the perfect fight to make for that division. And we want Tuporia versus Holloway. Fuck everything else. I think I can speak for a good majority of MMA fans when I say we want fucking Holloway versus fucking Taporia. That's the only fight to make it in that fucking weight class. And I feel like honestly, Armin and Islam's probably the only fight to make in that weight class. But I don't know if Islam has another. I don't know if Islam has a fight right now. Not that I can think of. But we want Taporia versus Holloway. Fuck anything else at this point.
Yep. After that shit, that last shit I saw.
Last question is from Gregor McDonald. I can't see his whole ad. Otherwise, I would say it. But I actually really like this question. It says, "Is Kayla's emergence enough to bring the lioness out of her cozy fam den?" Let me say that again. Is Kayla's emergence enough to bring the lioness out of her cozy fam den? I actually really like that question. And honestly, it seems like Amanda Nunes is already kind of hinting that she would want that fight. You know what I mean? It was a fight that people were talking about prior to Nunes retiring. It's a fight that everybody would want to see. It's a fight that would further cement Amanda's legacy if she won. I think that would bring her out. She already feels like she's itching to come out of retirement. And when a fighter leaves on top, I
Unchallenged.
could yeah, when those fun challenges, those new up and comers come, like it's always going to entice them. Like I think fucking Amanda. I think Amanda fucking beats Kayla Harrison. Like Kayla Harrison is a beast. Don't get it twisted, but Amanda is just there's levels to this shit, bro. Like I
Hmm.
feel like yeah, Kayla could probably get her to the ground, but could she not get submitted when she gets her there?
Well,
Can she?
what I'm gonna say is, if Pena could choke her out, man, you know what I'm saying? Like Kayla could put some hands on her if she were to grapple her long enough to gas her out. Because Amanda slows down a lot. So it's like if she could weather the storm and try to sap her energy with the grappling, it could be competitive. That's the only fight I would ever want to see Amanda ever do ever again. And that's the only fight I wanted to see for the longest.
What, her or Kayla?
Yeah.
See, the thing about the Pena fight, I don't even want to take anything from Pena either because she shocked the world that night. But I do feel like Amanda really, really overlooked her.
Yeah,
I
that's true
really
too.
do. I really, really do. I really
In the
think,
rematch, she just smoked her.
yeah, she did. And
Smoked her.
it's I would like to see a third one just to and all that. I would like to see Pena
She don't
and
even want to
Nunes
give her
three.
the. She don't even want to give her no
But
attention. You don't blame her. She's in love.
but like it's hard to it's I'm not and I'm not even trying to call Pena's win a fluke because she did what she did. But I
Mm-hmm.
I 100% felt like Nunes overlooked her and hella
No,
underestimated her and didn't take
evident.
that fight as seriously as she would have took other opponents. And I feel like the second fight was a clear indication of that. You know what I'm saying? But the only way to really prove that is if they fought a third time. So, but to answer your question, Gregor, I do. If Kayla Harrison like went on a nice little spree of knocking off top level fighters in that weight class, 100%, I think make it would entice it would at least entice Amanda Nunes to want to come out of retirement. How about you? Is that you
Yeah.
agree with that? Yeah.
I just don't know because she had like such a perfect ending to it, but I haven't seen anything about her talking about trying to get back in. Yeah, I haven't seen nothing. But
I
maybe
think
I
I, I
maybe
think I saw one thing, but I mean there wasn't like repeated talks of it, so you can only you just gotta take it with a grain of salt when it comes to shit like that. But yeah, let's get to this MMA news real quick. Now this like Cormier is starting to get really fucking notorious for some bad takes, and they're just getting worse and worse, bro. Like I love DC, but he makes it hard sometimes with some of his
his
outlandish takes,
bold
bro.
take. What do you say?
And I don't even know if he was trolling when he said this shit. And I heard the actual audio myself, so it didn't seem like he was trolling when he said this. But this man said he wants to see Aljamain Sterling fight for the BMF title.
Against who?
I mean, it has to be
Against
Holloway.
Holloway?
Holloway's BMF champ.
He probably just wants to see him get beat up. Because I mean, there you know what the fuck is he gonna do?
No, but his reasoning for it was even crazier. He's like, for him to go up a weight class and do what he did at UFC 300. And I'm like, do what he fucking did. What did
Pay
he
and pray.
fucking do, bro? That solidified himself as a BMF.
Lay and pray.
Unless the B means fucking boring, bro.
He
Like,
just
what
likes
the fuck did
wrestling.
he do?
DC likes to see some wrestling.
Nah,
He's able to
fuck
out
that.
wrestle.
Fuck out of here. That's an Atlantic. That's an outlandish take. An outlandish take. I don't even care if he was trolling. Don't even fucking troll like that, dude. Stop playing.
I'm not an Aljamain fan, bro. I cannot. I just can't support it, man. That shit was so boring. I get doing what you have
The
to do, but
the
I
black
don't know.
in the look. I'm gonna tell you like this. The black in me supports Aljamain Sterling, but when you actually watch him fight, it's like, fuck, man. You make it really hard. It's like Neil Magny, bro. I'm a fucking full-blooded Haitian, 100%. Like, and I'm very proud of my Haitian heritage. So when I see somebody like Neil Magny or OSP, like I root for those guys with all my heart. But like when you watch these guys fight, I mean, at least OSP got a dub, like his last win. But like watching Neil Magny fight, bro,
Neil had a
it's hard, bro.
who did he beat? Like Sean Brady last fight or some shit? He beat somebody.
He beat somebody nobody expected him to beat,
Yeah, who was it? I don't know why I
especially at
think
this
it's Sean
point
Brady.
in his career. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a much needed win for OSP. And it's like even when Neil Magny wins, bro, it's very hard to watch. And as a Haitian, it fucking pains me to say, bro. But like there's a lot of these guys. Like yeah, the brother in me wants to root for you, but
Where the fuck
watching
did
you
I see
guys
Sean Brady?
actually fight, bro, it's hard to root for y'all, bro.
No, he beat Mike. That's right. Yeah, that shit was a fucking. I don't know why I thought Sean Brady. No, he beat Mike Malott. I remember that
There
shit.
it is. But I mean, that's a good name for him to beat too. Like anybody, any
Oh,
beating anybody for OSP was fucking drastic, bro. Drastic. At this point, it was drastic.
OSP. Yeah, he had his kid. It's so crazy to think he fought Jon Jones, and he had like a competitive fight with him.
Bro, that was one of Jon Jones's toughest fights to date, bro. And he broke OSP's arm in the first round.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, bro, head fucking him blocking a head kick
Makes
broke his
sense.
arm in the first round, bro. And that's when I started really believing the steroid allegations, because that's one of the very few fights, especially at that point in time in Jon Jones's career, where he didn't pop, and he looked like shit in that fight, bro. Like, all right, let's get to this Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight, because there's been a couple of things that have came out that it intrigues me a hell of a lot more, because now this shit is going on their actual professional records. So they're
Mm.
calling it a professional fight. And the way Tyson has been training for this fight, based on the footage I've seen, bro, I really feel, and they're saying knockouts are not permitted as well. So I really think we can definitely see Jake Paul get slept in this fight, because I know, I mean, I don't know Mike personally, but I know the kind of passion and
That man's
fire
competitive.
Mike Tyson has. Yes, when it comes to competition and his legacy as a fighter, and I don't see Tyson taking no motherfucking L on his professional fucking record to no Jake fucking Paul, bro. Like I just don't see it, dog. I just don't see it, bro. I really just don't see it. And this man Mike Tyson said he's not smoking weed for this fight, getting prepared for this fight, and he said when he doesn't smoke weed, he is an irritable motherfucker. And
Angry. Yeah.
I think all weed smokers can attest to when we don't smoke weed, we're irritable motherfuckers. So for him to go hella weeks without smoking, bro, bro, he might fucking sleep this nigga bad, bro.
He did.
I can't wait for that. Now I can't wait for this fight. At first I was very skeptical, but the fact that Mike Tyson is not smoking,
You gotta understand that
the fact that it's going on their records, bro, the fact that knockouts are allowed, yeah, I have a whole different perspective of it now.
he needs to fear that man, bro. Even if he's still an older guy, like that motherfucker is at
Nah,
one
bro,
point in time was the best man.
he don't move like he's the age that he is.
No, I've seen
He
his
don't
clips,
hit
bro.
he don't hit like he's the age that he is, bro. Like I mean, look at Mike. If you've ever seen Mike, have you ever seen footage of Mike Tyson when he's like 15, like training
Yeah,
for the Junior Olympics? Bro,
thoroughly studied this man.
that motherfucker looks like a grown ass fucking
Meat neck,
man.
bro. Meat neck.
Like he looks like a grown ass man, bro. And the way he was, like he's always been like just he's been on a different level as far as like genetics go. Like
He
that
still
dude's
is.
built.
He's just
That dude's
okay.
that's what I'm saying. Like for
Mm-hmm.
him to be as massive as he was at 15 years old, and to see like the kind of shape and the way he moves now at what is he 50 something? Like that dude's just his genetics are different, bro. And I'd be scared if I was Jake Paul, bro. No
Yeah, the
cap.
first time he lands on him, he gonna understand it's a different ball game. They say power is the last thing to go. So once he puts his hands up, and he gets hitting the forearms by one of them hooks. He'd be like, "Oh shit!"
Put Macy Barber. Did you see that she got? Did you see that Karen altercation she got into?
So dumb, dude.
Was I'm not even a Macy Barber fan at all, but like it's just crazy to me how people can put themselves in that predicament without even realizing that they're putting themselves in that predicament. Talking about she's gonna knock her out and shit. Like, bro, like,
It was funny.
and see, like, I
They
gotta
started
respect
roasting
Macy
her.
Barber because in that situation, it's like, bro, to know what you could do to that person and not do it, bro. Like, it's gotta take a lot of willpower, bro.
They started roasting her. They're like, "What you gonna do? Decision her? What you gonna point fight?"
Oh, what to Macy?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Like, let's be real, bro. Macy's not the most exciting fighter, but
Like, what you
a
gonna do?
fighter is what she would do to that pedestrian, bro. That shit ain't going no fucking distance. That shit ain't going 30 fucking seconds. Like, let's be fucking real, bro. Like, let's be real, bro. Did you see the
Nah,
shape
you
that
just
chick
got
was in, bro? Like, come on, bro.
in a
Macy
street fight.
Barber,
You just
Macy,
land a jab. You
yeah,
land one
bro,
good
no.
jab, it's over.
Macy Barber is putting that chick out in one punch, bro. Like, stop playing.
She head
Stop
kicked her.
playing. I wouldn't even troll Macy Barber in that aspect because, like, I'm a realist at the same time. Like, come
That
on
was
now.
Twitter. That's some Twitter.
Macy Barber, that's just the ignorance of MMA Twitter.
The Twitter niggas was trolling.
Like, come on, bro. Let's be real. Let's be real, bro. Macy Barber is sleeping that woman. Like, and that's why she was laughing hilariously because it's just like, you don't even know, bro. You're like, you
Yeah, that's
really don't
crazy.
even know. Connor is now part owner of Bare Knuckle Fighting. Do
Hopefully
you
he
think
gets
that's
home.
going to eventually lead to him fighting in BKFC? Or do you think he's
Hopefully
just trying to
he
take
could definitely
advantage
go
of?
there and be like a fucking like later in his career be like one of the head honchos. You know what I'm saying? Like he could his style's good for that. He could definitely run that shit.
I like that
It's not a
move by
bad
Connor.
idea.
I like that move by Connor actually because he sees the appeal of it and he sees it's getting bigger. And I ain't mad at it. If he wants to
No,
throw his money,
imagine
if him throwing his money in it is gonna improve the product and you know what I
getting
mean, make
bigger
it better
names.
as a whole, like make it bigger. Like I'm all for it. I'm kind of curious to know what Dana feels about it, but
No, they could get all the old heavyweights in that motherfucker. You know, all the dudes that won another fight. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a pretty smart move by Connor. And if he ever goes in there and decides to fight, like if he was doing it the same way he fought Alvarez, he would just smoke everybody, bro. So he could totally. That's a good career move. Hopefully, yeah, he promotes the content. Bare knuckle, that shit's pretty fucking entertaining, man. I try to watch every event now.
so Jon Jones has been kind of hitting on Twitter that he would be open to fighting Alex Pereira. Isn't it fucking hilarious that
Anything enough for you?
this man is ducking fucking Aspinall at every fucking possible chance he can because he knows that's the one fighter that might be able to fucking stop the takedown.
Smoke
That's
him.
one fighter that hits hard enough that could put his lights out. But yet he's open to fighting Pereira. You made it abundantly clear. I only want Stipe. I want Stipe. Nobody else but Stipe. Stipe. There's no other fight for me but Stipe. But yet you're willing to fucking fight Pereira because you know he's got that glaring hole in his game. Like
No,
shut
it's picking
the
and
fuck.
choosing.
Let's shut the fuck up with that shit,
That's
bro.
not like
That made
you're
me
not.
so fucking mad.
Yeah, I mean, you're not really fighting. That's just for like somebody that don't really care what they look like. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like, okay, I can get this fight, and then kind of I don't know. I just it's not like the honorable thing. You know, he's not fighting for honor. It don't seem like. Maybe it's
It's
for his
like
ego. It's only ego.
Aspinall. Aspinall is the interim champ, but that still doesn't validate him to fight you.
Did you see
You know what I'm
the
saying? Like,
he had a tweet and then he was like, "Y'all really think I should fight Aspinall?" Some shit like that. And one of the hidden comments was like pretty much saying Aspinall is 100% the next person you need to fight. And Jon Jones hid the comment, but it was like, no, you definitely need to fight Tom Aspinall. You know, he's interim, blah blah blah. And it was just 100 reasons, pretty much, why you specifically have to fight him next. Why it only makes sense, and you're ducking him.
I
Clearly
mean,
ducking him.
I mean, I said this before. Like, what is even the point of making the interim fight
If he doesn't
if the
fight, yeah,
interim fight is not gonna fight the fucking champion? Like, why is he an interim champion if he's not fighting the champion? It
it's so.
literally makes zero fucking sense. I just feel like Dana White has a lot of respect for Jon Jones. He's one of his he's one of his money cash cows, and he's gonna give Jones whatever he wants. And he's like, John wants, but he's willing to fight Pereira. Like it just, it's just, I don't know. It's just a bitch move in my opinion. I don't know.
Jon Jones ankle picks Pereira, subs him
He
real quick,
sees,
retires.
he sees that Pereira is on the fast track to being considered one of the greatest ever, and he just wants to take that momentum for him because he knows he can get him to the ground and submit him. And it's just like that's bitch shit, bro. Fight Aspinall.
You articulated exactly what I was trying to say. That's exactly the whole energy that I feel from this situation. I think he's gonna fucking ankle pick Pereira, choke him out, get the fucking quick dub, say I'm the greatest of all time, period, and then retire. And then
Yeah, that's
Aspinall's gonna be the champion by default. Maybe
yeah.
Aspinall fights Pereira, who knows? But
And it would be hilarious if fucking all the best wrestlers in the world just fucking trained Pereira the fuck up, and he ends up keeping that shit standing and fucking sleeps that fool.
flying knees him, something crazy. I think
That
he
would,
can he might be able to catch John when he's trying to come in and clinch or something, but who
bro.
knows?
He can sleep anybody. He can sleep anybody. I don't care what anybody says. Like that dude's power is just different, and it translated to light heavyweight. That dude walks around hella big anyway. I don't see why it wouldn't translate to heavyweight because it damn sure translated to light heavyweight because he put out Yuri, who is a monster, and he put out Hill, who don't get put out like that. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
that
saying?
was
Like,
pretty crazy, but that was just a clear shot, like perfect.
so it's like I can't doubt Pereira, but I definitely feel like that was some bullshit on Jon Jones's part, man. And
Yeah,
speaking
you
of
know.
Jon Jones, man, that full MMA guru, like I just think that was so weird. Like he made
Oh,
a
that fat loser,
45-minute video about like,
fat
bro,
loser.
like why are you even obsessing over John in that? I'm the furthest thing from a Jon Jones fan, but like
He's obsessing
that's some
because
weird shit.
he's obsessing because he gets paid. You know, these people are still paying because he's getting all these views because he's sold his soul to being a scumbag online and shit talking, fighters. He's a shameless cave dweller. Like he doesn't give a fuck what anybody thinks about him. His own people probably don't give a fuck about him. He's a fat loser that's willing to sell its own shame and honor just to make some fucking controversy clicks. He's a bum. He's got no honor.
100%. I could not. You said it for me. I didn't even have to say it.
Fat
All right.
loser.
The last thing we're going to talk about is the whole Alex Pereira, Anthony Smith thing. Because I don't even know if you saw this or not. But first of all, I got to say technology is crazy.
Oh yeah, were they audio? Yeah, I've seen that.
Bro, is that not nuts?
It's
Like
insane. It doesn't
that shit
even.
sounded, that shit was Alex Pereira's voice and everything. And
Yeah, like sync.
they
So that's the
translated
thing.
it.
It's like how it once I found out that it was all like synced and shit. I was like, well, how the fuck do we know he even said any of this shit? If AI was even lip syncing, English to it. I don't know. It kind of made me
It's a
skeptical.
very valid point, but I don't
He's
know.
like,
It
we'll
sounds like something. It sounds like something Pereira would say, to
Yeah,
be
he said
quite
put the money
honest.
up.
He said he'd put 50K that if he gave Anthony Smith his back. We're just gonna
Yeah,
go on the speculation that it is true.
yeah, he
Um,
said, yeah,
he
take
said
my bag.
he bet 50K that if he gave Anthony Smith his back and gave him 5 minutes to submit him, he couldn't. And of course,
That's
Anthony Smith felt some type of way about that. And it's like we know Smith, we know that it's a glaring hole in Pereira's ground game, but I'm not doubting his jiu-jitsu game at all. I just mean the
black belt.
wrestling. I just mean the wrestling aspect. Like he's got a black belt under Glover Teixeira, so I mean I'm sure he's got some sub skills. Like I doubt he's a slouch on the ground, and for him to that dude seems like a pretty confident individual, and his confidence like it comes out in his fights. Like he's a beast, bro. He's a beast. It's hard to doubt Pereira in anything, in any regard. And Anthony Smith has been pretty up and down. I'm pretty sure Anthony Smith feels 1,000% confident that he would sub him no problem. But shit,
I
hey
mean,
man,
BJJ.
he laid the challenge. Take it, bro.
Yeah,
Obviously, it
BJJ.
wouldn't be a UFC event. They could literally do this event at one of each other's gyms.
Yeah,
How do you think that would go? I mean, honestly, like I
Mission
said,
Underground or something.
do you think Anthony Smith subs him or
Yeah,
you think so?
I'm fairly confident. I
Yeah.
mean, unless I mean, I guess it depends on the weight. Like if they have to be around the same weight, but yeah, I'm pretty sure Anthony can get it done.
I mean, 5 minutes is a long time, bro.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that was just a little ego talking, but yeah, I mean, Anthony's
I'm
like a
not saying
legit.
Pede is wrong because, like I said, it's hard to
Mhm.
doubt him. But like, I mean, we would have to actually see it happen to really know.
Without
But I
punches
mean, if
and
he's
without
willing to put 50K up, like he must be pretty confident that he would last 5 minutes without getting submitted. But giving somebody your back for 5 minutes is crazy. That's
it's
crazy
insane.
talk, bro.
Yeah,
That's
no,
crazy talk.
that's insane.
But I
How
mean,
many
hey, man, I'd love to see it happen.
doesn't Anthony have rear naked finishes?
Probably.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's absolutely insane. But I admire the confidence.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we can say. All we can say about that, honestly. Well, as always, we're gonna wrap it up now, man. As always, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the new subs. Hey, man, it don't take long to click that subscribe button, man. Support your homies as always. And until next time, man, we out of this bitch.
What? Alright, first time playing a scary game that if you scream, you die. They can't talk in a normal